preparing for these things, you think about the various questions that might be asked, and you think about how do you answer these things in 2 minutes or less. Most of the questions that were asked, quite frankly, they were good questions, but the questions that were asked take a lot longer than 2 minutes, and then the discourse between the candidates go back and forth, especially when it comes to us two, usually will take a lot more than 2 minutes. But I do appreciate the opportunity of having been here, and I can assure you that if you check legitimate records, you'll find that everything I told you here is true. If you look at his brochure, which covers about half the things he talked about tonight, you'll find that those are not true. I will tell you that people wanted to return to having a public official serve them in the prosecutor's office, which is an awesome responsibility. It's a job in which we have full discretion on when to file, what to dismiss. You have to have a person who you trust. You have to have a person who has competence, who knows how to do the job when it's needed to be done. But you also need somebody who doesn't abuse the process and abuse the power. And we've all heard the stories over the years. I'm not going to go into all the details of things as himself admitted that he was brash and he did this, he did that. But some of these things were uncalled for. You know, at the juvenile facility, when he basically helped start an incident where several guards were hurt back in April 2006, where he called kids thugs, he called them punks, he invited them out to his house to fight him. He said, just when you get out, come and see me, I'll kick you, you know why. That's total uncalled for behavior of a public official, it's total uncalled for behavior of a prosecutor, and we don't want to return to the past. The voters didn't want it in 06, they didn't want it in 08, Mitch Daniels didn't want it, even the Republican county chair signed for a Democrat to run as a Republican to try to keep him from being on the ballot. We cannot go back to the past. And I promise you I'll work hard to work for all of you, regardless of your political beliefs. I will do what's right every time I have the opportunity. Thank you.